It's time for Let's Make a Deal, starring TV's big dealer, Monty Hall.
Hello. And now, we'll get on with the show. Thank you very much. Welcome to Let's Make a Deal. Let's have some fun and give away some great things and some great prizes. And to start off with, I am going to... Hold it. What's going on back there? Somebody's got a better show back there than I got down here. And I'll talk to her about that right after we talk about this, Jay Stewart.
In this box are 2 Larry's Deli-style pastrami sandwiches. Thinly sliced pastrami on a specially baked onion roll. Build a deli in your freezer with Larry's sandwiches. And the box sells for $1.19.
Looks so good, I'm going to eat it. The box. But I will give you your choice, Sherry. Is that Sherry and Cenis? Right, Sherry.
Right.
Oui, Sherry.
Right.
This is for you.
Ah,
My Sherry.
husband loves pastrami.
Your husband loves pastrami and I love you.
Woo.
Isn't that nice? Oh, you're bicentennial. Listen, you can either have the box over here if you like sandwiches, or you could trade for a sure $500 in cash. Whichever one you want, you keep. The box with whatever surprises there may be inside and maybe not, or $500 sure thing. Whatever you turn down, I'll give to her. That's a good parlay. Miss Liberty and Bicentennial? I would think so. That's right. Here's the $500 bill. You can have either one.
I'm going to keep
You're going to keep the box, and the $500 goes to Wanda Smith. Give me liberty or give me a deal, she says. That's Patrick Henry's famous line. Give me liberty or give me a deal. Wanda Smith has $500. You have the box, and I'll tell you about that box in just a moment. But Wanda, you have the perfect name because I ask you, Wanda, make a deal. Yeah. And we have curtain number 3 is for sale, and it sells for $500 to help you make up your mind. We open it up and show you a little bit of what's behind the curtain, and that happens to be a special tricycle for adults.
That's a fine 3-wheeler made by Gabi Manufacturing, and to reduce the effort of cycling is powered by the attachable Electroride and electric motor from Palmer Industries, Etiquette, New York. That retails for $339.
And there's something goes along with that deal that you can have for your $500. It's right behind that wall. The question is, do you want to risk it, or do you want to hang on to 500 smackers? Wanda says...
I'll keep the money.
Wanda keeps the money, turns down what we had back there, and what went along with the tricycle that Wanda might have had, and it was a pair of beautiful gifts, color television and grandfather's clock.
Admiral's Country French 25-inch Super Solar Color TV features casters and 100% solid-state chassis. Color Master Control automatically adjusts color, tint, brightness, and contrast. It sells for $695.95, and for that look of elegance, a Hamilton grandfather clock, the Oakmont. Classic cabinetry in solid oak with 8-day movement, antique dial, and Westminster chimes. From Hamilton, it retails for $695. The total value of the deal, $1,729.
It's a $1,700 deal, but you hang on to the $500, and that's not so bad either. Thank you, Wanda. You have $500. What are you going to do with that money?
I go to Pacific Coast Baptist Bible College, and we're building a new gymnasium there, and they need money, and we're going to give it to them.
Well, how about that? That's a good girl. That's a good girl. All right. Good luck with you in the college. And now we have Cherie and Cenis, who is hanging on to the pastrami's, not knowing, of course, whether there's something more or less in it, but I will tell you right now that there is some lettuce in there. You see the look on her face? She knew exactly what I meant when I said lettuce. Yes, green stuff, money, moolah, right? And I'll tell you how much we have inside there. There's 5 times as much money as I gave Wanda, or 1/5 the amount of money that I gave Wanda. So inside here you have $2,500, or you have $100.
Oh, my God.
So you have to think about whether you want to keep it, whether it's $2,500 or $100. And while you're thinking about it, we open up curtain number 2. We show you that back there we have some dessert topping, and Jay says a word about it.
$25 worth of Ready Whip, America's leading topping made from real cream. Ready Whip turns everyday desserts into something special.
Of course, there's something behind there. That's your decision.
I love that down there, but I'm going to hang on to this box.
Yeah, what could she have had she gone for the topping? Back there, we had another 3-wheeler. Only this one was slightly different. This one doesn't come with a guarantee, and it doesn't come with brakes, and it does come with Jay and Carol. And we're going to find out whether the $13.90 was the sure thing you should have hung on to. $13.90 in merchandise, what you could have had. Instead, inside here, we have for you $2,000 in cash, and it's all to me, and I've got it right here in the form of a check for you. And there it is, $2,729. and that's not bad. Congratulations to you. Just think, if she belonged to the same Bible class, she could build 5 times as much gymnasium as you could. All right, our next traders can earn themselves about $800 a minute. And I'll show you how right after this. All right, stop and go with you two when we make the next deal right now. I think I see stop and go, but it's not. It's a buoy. It's a buoy. Larry, wait.
Yes.
And Judy did wait for Larry, wait. And let's see how good you are making money at about $800 a minute. Because in the next 4 minutes, you could make $3,200. That's what I got available. See those 5 items down there where Carol Merrill is standing right now?
Yes, I do.
Well, this is a deal where we call it double the dough. You pick an item, and each time you pick an item that costs more than the previous item, I will double your money. And if you can go from the least up to the most expensive in the correct order, then you will have doubled your money from $200 to $400 to $800 to $1,600 to $3,200. You got to do it right each time. And you can quit anytime you don't feel confident. All right? Now listen to Jay describe the 5 items, and then you pick out the least expensive of them all, and we'll go from there.
First, 8 ounces of Arm & Arm deodorant from Helene Curtis with the natural protection of baking soda. Arm & Arm won't stain skin, stain clothes, or clog pores. And next, Mon Triomphe, the aftershave and cologne that mixes with a man's body chemistry to give every man who wears it his own individual scent. And then a 5-pound ham from Dubuque, the canned ham people. Flavorful Dubuque Royal Buffet canned ham, cured by experts in Iowa corn country. And the pulsating water massage from Pollenex, featuring 4 shower heads in one. Let you dial how you want to feel. Installs easily in minutes. And finally, a True Test waffle maker from True Value hardware stores who combine value and personal service in over 5,000 locations nationwide.
All right, now I know that the studio audience have made their selections, but they're not playing this game, and they're not allowed to call out any answers. It's up to Larry and Judy, right? And you will have to decide which is the least expensive item. That's the first one. You're going to get $200 no matter what you say, because it's the first one shown. So which one do you say is the least?
The deodorant.
You think it's the deodorant, and we turn over the price of the deodorant, and we'll start you off at $1.99. That was pretty obvious to everybody. You have $200. You risk the $200 if you want to select the next one. It has to be more than $1.99. I think you should be able to do that rather easily. Which one do you want to select right now?
Okay, the ham.
You say it's the ham. We turn over the price of the ham, and the ham sells for $11.49. That's more than $200. You doubled your money. You have $400. You now risk the $400 if you want to pick an item that's more than $11.49. And what are you going to do? You're going to go on? They go on, and which one do you select this time?
Let's go up to the rotary Pollenex.
You go up to the Pollenex. We turn over. Well, hold it. Hold it. Well, there's a first family argument. That's why we must accept only one answer. I'll back off. Then you tell me which one will give me the answer, and that's the one I'll accept. Okay? Have you decided? All right. I'm going to ask you to tell me which one it is right now.
Okay, the Pollenex.
He convinced you, all right? And so we turn over the price of the Pollenex, and that sells for $39.95, and you double your money now to $800. All right, you now have $800, and the next one has to be more than $39.95. You want to risk the $800, or do you want to quit along the way here, right here? They decided to quit. Well, you were doing not too well in the early stages, because had you gone for the aftershave and the cologne over there, that was $10. That was less than the ham. That was where you made your mistake, and you would have not been able to win the $3,200. And then, had you gone all the way, you would have been wrong again, because you see, the griddle was worth $28.95. So you quit at the right time with $800. Now that you have $800, I have something that is for sale behind curtain number 2. And you know how much it's going to cost you to go for that curtain?
$800.
How do you all know that?
We watched it.
Yes, everybody watches the show, and everybody knows that it's $800. That's what it's going to cost you, $800 if you want to buy the curtain. Or you can hang on to the dough.
We'll go for the curtain. Right.
Well, hang on to your life buoy, because here's what we have behind curtain number 2, and it's 2 little Overland Mudbugs.
Yes, those are MTV mud bugs. They dig through sand, scoot over rocks, and zip over plains. Selected from one of the 4,800 Western Auto stores, the complete family store, featuring items for home, auto, and leisure living. And to keep running great, a case of Valvoline All Climate, the motor oil for dependable engine performance and protection. All Climate from Valvoline Oil Company, famous for quality lubricants since 1866.
And so there you have your 2 vehicles and you have your oil, and you could have had 1,500, and I'll take the 800 back, and I'll see you somewhere offshore. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Judy. Wait, we're making this deal. We'll be back with some handbags. Handbags right after these. As promised, I'm back with 3 handbags, and I'm going to hand them out to some people. And as a matter of fact, I will give Doris Roberts one right over here. Would you like to stand, Doris? It says, here is a squeal from a happy seal who missed his meal, has a heart of steel, fibbing for deal. Who was that? That's you? Join the Waits in the bad poetry lineup, will you? I'll be back with you in just a moment, Doris, but I have a very nice one for this gentleman right over here, and then one for you over here. Now, don't look inside those handbags. I'll be back with you in just a moment, but I have to talk. Oh, there's your handbag right over here. I want to tell you right now that we have some money that goes along with a handbag. I won't tell you how much money you have inside there, but you can keep the handbag and the money. But if you prefer unknowns behind large boxes, Carol is standing beside one right now that you can buy with the money in your handbag. Doris?
I'll go for the box.
She goes for the box. I will take this handbag, and I will open it up and look inside. And inside here, we had $100, $200, $300, $400, and a $500 bill, making it worth $900 altogether. That's what you could have had. What do you have behind the box? And for you, Doris, we have 3 stuffed pups. 3 stuffed puppies is what we have for Doris Roberts. Aren't they just adorable? Won't they look great in your house?
Yes, I should say.
Now, here is a squeal from not such a happy seal. Okay, and that was the deal we had for Doris. Now, this is Norm Skelton. Right, I remember you when you were Red and played all those great television shows, right?
Well, no, we never did any relations there.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, that's too bad. But you are quite a card, I can see that. You name the game, I like the deal. All right, you have a handbag the same as she had. Now, there's some money inside here. You saw $900 in that one. I will not tell you what's inside here, but you may go for what's in the box on the tray right behind me. You saw 3 big pups. Could be 3 little pups, but it's up to you to decide what you want to do. Norm Skelton? The box. Norm wants the box. Once again, we take the bag, we open it up, we look inside, and inside here, there happened to be just $150. $150. Not bad, but a lot better in here for you, Norm, because in here, we are going to take you on a vacation to Mexico.
It's a vacation for 2 when you fly luxurious Mexicana, the airline most people fly to Mexico. Mexicana, the airline that flies to all the favorite resorts in Mexico. And one of the most favorite is Puerto Vallarta. Both of you will spend a week in a deluxe condominium suite at the Posada Vallarta, with exclusive beaches and swimming pools, authentic Mexican colonial style, plus continental dining and entertainment. The Posada Vallarta. The vacation is worth $1,258.
$1,258, but turn it around and show them that we have some spending money goes along with this. $650 in cash. Your vacation worth $1,908. You made yourself a very good deal, Mr. Skelton. Have yourself a wonderful trip to Mexico. Jackie Armstrong, the all-American girl. But she's wearing a Superman outfit. You have the 3rd handbag, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to see what you have inside. I'll take a little look. I think that I remember Jay told me what he put in. Oh, let's see. There's $100 I see there. Oh, there's a $500 bill, $600, and I have 3 more bills in here. I will not show you the 3 other bills, but there's $600 plus 3 other bills inside here, which you can have in your handbag, or you could go for an unknown behind the curtain that Carol is now pointing to, curtain number 1. What would you like to do, Jackie? 600 plus 3 other bills we have not described, or an unknown.
Number 1.
You want curtain number 1. You do not want the money. I want it. Did she make the wrong move? You know what the other 3s were? 1. Jackie, I haven't told you what it is yet. $1 bills. She thought I was going to say 1,000. It was $603 altogether, which is not bad, right? Are you happy about your decision now?
Very happy.
All right, let's see if you're still happy when I show you what's back of that curtain, a brand new automobile. And Jackie Armstrong, the all-American girl, Superman on the show today, has triumphed.
That automobile is the Pontiac Le Mans, a practical sporty car from the wide track people. Electronic ignition, stylish exteriors, and elegant interiors. Pontiac, the mark of great cars. It sells for $4,329.80, but we're adding license tax and other extras to make it worth $6,402.74.
You're welcome, Jackie. And now you don't have to worry. She was just whispering to my ear. She says, the carburetor just went out on my car. You don't have to fix it now. Just throw the car away. You got a beauty. Thank you and congratulations. I don't believe it. You can believe it. Not only can you believe it, Jackie, but you better think about what you're going to do because we're going to the big deal right now. And let me tell you that the big deal is worth $9,594, and the super deal could be worth $29,594. And you have the first choice of whether you want to keep your car worth $6,400 or trade it away. You want the car? I'm glad you kept the car. Enjoy your car. Cherie Encinas has $2,500 in cash. What will she do? Will you buy a door or will you hang on to $2,500 bucks? What a decision. What, darling? You want to go visit your brother? You're going to keep the money. Where does your brother live? In Australia, you have enough money to get there and back and still have some left over. And the best regards to your brother down under. Thank you. Is your brother the original jolly swag man camped by the Billy Bong? Who lives under the shade of the Cooley-Baugh tree? He tries. All right, Norm Skelton, you're next. You have a Mexican vacation at $650 in cash, $1,908, and he says, I'm going. The Waits have his and hers mud bugs, and they're going. And we'll find out if either one of them get the big deal or the super deal after these messages. The big deal is worth $9,594, and we have 3 doors, door 1, 2, and 3. And Norm Skelton, you have first choice.
I'll have to try 2, Norm.
You're going to take door number 2, and which door do you take?
3.
Take number 3, and we'll show you what's behind number 3 for those 2 little mud bugs. And back there, we got lots of rice dinner.
Yes, $25 with the Rice-A-Roni, the big flavor side dish that's so quick and easy to saute and simmer to flavor perfection. Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. And something else for the homemaker? Look at all these major appliances. For all your cooking needs, a hot metal, self-cleaning electric range with exclusive no-turn speed broiling system. Broils meat on both sides itself for $949.95. And to handle the laundry, an 18-pound heavy-duty washer and dryer handles the dirtiest clothes as well as delicate hand washables with way-to-save door and refresher cycle from White Westinghouse, one of the White Consolidated Industries. The washer and the dryer sell for $759.90, and we'll start you out with $25 worth of Boratine Plus, the bleach substitute that's safe enough for everything you wash every time you wash. Boratine Plus. This deal is worth $1,759.
$1,759. Not a bad deal for the Waits. Thank you, honey. Thank you very much, Larry. And you took door number 2. Let's take a look at door number 2 after door number 1. Door number 1 has some beautiful carpeting.
1 square yards of carpeting in Madeleine carpets. Beautiful seashell pattern of lustrous nylon appears to have the color and design definition of a woven design. Available in 15 color variations. It's worth $438. That's for inside. Now for stepping out, we had a beautiful, attractive fur. The individual styling of Davini in this fashionable red box coat from Dicker & Dicker of Beverly Hills. And it's appraised at $2,000, and then to go with it, from Kinney Shoes, the great American shoe store, a selection of fashion footwear. Kinney Shoes are with you every step of the way. And now, for even more special occasions, we also have another beautiful fur. It's Davini's trench coat in beige shadow-dyed mint with patch pockets and fitted back. Also from Dicker & Dicker of Beverly Hills. It's appraised value $3,500, so the total value of this deal was $5,997.
That was a beautiful deal indeed. Of course, I don't know how you could use 2 fur coats, Norm. You don't even have one lady standing beside you.
No,
Are you married?
Yes, I am. The wife wasn't able to make it tonight, but before I came down, she told me to take number 2, and you gave me the second purse tonight, which was number 2.
Oh, that's
so-
right. You got purse number 2. She told you to go for door number 2. You went for door number 2, and you got the big deal behind number 2.
And I'd just like to tell her she's number 1.
And she's number 1. I love the way you said that. All right, for the girl who's number 1, we show Norm what's behind door number 2, and that'll keep her busy in the kitchen for a while.
$25 worth of the finest in spices, flavoring extracts, seasoning mixes, convenience foods, and cake decorations from McCormick Schilling, the house of flavor. And now, from our house to your house, behind door number 2, 2 automobiles. You gotta believe it, the subcompact Astra Safari Wagon and the Astra Hatchback. The Pontiac Astra features distinctly styling with responsive 4-cylinder engine, electronic ignition, and overhead cam. Pontiac, the mark of great cars. The hatchback sells for $3,178. These 2 cars, with all the extras we're adding, plus the tax and license, are worth $9,569. Total value, big deal, $9,594.
Well, for the girl who's number 1 and for the guy who's number 1, Norm, you have a car for each of you. Of course, that also makes you eligible, if you care to do so, to go ahead with the super deal. Quickly, the way the super deal works, we have 3 mini doors. If you want to risk what you already have, you pick one of the many doors. Behind one of them, we have $2,000 of cash. Behind another one, $20,000 of cash. Behind a third one, we tell you not. If you pick the right door and get the $20,000, you keep the 2 cars and the $20,000 for a total of almost $30,000. If you pick another door, you only get the cash as a consolation, giving up the cars. So, the question is, do you want to risk the 2 cars and go for everything, or do you want to hang on to what you got?
Monty, it's like I told you, there's 2 cars there. That's got to be my number. I'm going to stay with them.
Right. Well, you can't drive them both home right now, so we'll have to have your wife come down and pick one out, too. In case you had gone for the super deal, which one would you have chosen? Of course it would have been 2. And today, would you believe that behind 2 we had 20? And had you followed your hunch all the way, you'd have ended up with 20,000 and the 2 cars. But nevertheless, show them the other 2 doors quickly, what was behind 1 and what was behind 3. Behind 1 we had $5,000 of cash, behind 3 we had $2,000. But you end up with 2 wonderful automobiles, and I love what you said about your wife. Thank you, Norm Skelton. Go down, get into the cars, and take a look at them, because that's what you and your wife will be driving from now on. Well, that's exciting. Now, while we have time, I'm going to ask this young lady over here, Faye, do you have an unpaid bill in your purse? You don't have an unpaid bill. Do you have an unpaid bill in your purse? Do you have an unpaid bill? All right. Who's got an unpaid bill? Right over here. You have one. Show me your unpaid bill. For having I'm going to pay this unpaid bill up to $1,000. Up to $1,000. The unpaid bill is for 100. Wait a minute. This is paid. It isn't paid yet, eh? Oh, I think this girl has got me conned. She's got the bill inside the envelope ready for mailing, and that means it hasn't been paid yet. So I'm going to pay the bill for $175.
Monty Hall production. Jay Stewart speaking.
Patty Hoover, $175. She's right, it wasn't paid yet.